right? What's the point?
Yeah, exactly. What's the point of having homies?
Oh, here in Boy Scouts, everyone kiss each other goodnight. Oh, good times.
Yeah.
In Boy Scouts, we only seen, what's it called?
David do that?
David? No, David. Did David? I'll
Speaking from
believe you if David
experience.
did. I'll believe you David did. No, but we only
I know.
saw. And I remember one summer camp. It was Raymond and Gio.
They kiss each other
kiss
goodnight?
each
No,
other
no. They slept on the same cot.
On the same cot? Why?
I don't know. And it was fucking hot as
I was
balls.
going to say, they can't say things because it's cold, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was like it was always 80 degrees up in. It was fresh.
yeah.
I'll be honest.
Well, sometimes it was cold at night.
80
Sometimes.
degrees
It
is
was
not
always
fresh.
cold.
I don't know where y'all from. 80 degrees is like a death sentence.
No, it was fresh up in the mountains. The
Oh,
air was
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nah.
Next to the Arrowhead Bar.
yeah.
and
Yeah,
Company.
even though it's the most polluted.
Nah, it's not the most polluted. I think the most polluted was still
Carson. No, we went over this. The most
Oh, yeah.
polluted
Yeah.
place is Carson.
It is
Carson
literally.
with their industrial waste
You
running through
cannot
underneath
stop
the city.
It smells like sulfur.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Broke Till Friday podcast.
I like my chest.
You sue the city, and the city doesn't have money to clean up the fallout because it lost all the money just in lawsuits.
Exactly.
And then
It's my money and I need it now.
I want it now. So remember, if you're on Spotify, go ahead and rate this show, and it'll show it to other people who also like this show. And if you're on YouTube, go ahead and like.
If you're one of those
subscribe.
28 viewers. I saw we got 20.
Exactly. We got this thing's fucking popping, dude. We're close to consistently getting triple digits. That's insane.
100 people.
Yeah. hey, 100 people show up, 100 people pay you $10. That's $1,000. That's a lot of money.
That is.
If 100 people are watching this, go ahead and send us. I'll
Help me clear all my debts.
link in the description below. Yeah, like, subscribe. Make sure to turn on notifications so you guys never miss it. It's every Monday we release. And Edward's playing games on his cell phone. So
I'm playing Battle Cat.
no promotion. Raid Shadow Legend. No. Okay, no more promotions. And yeah, make sure to
Speaking of Battle
follow on.
Cats,
like, share, subscribe, make me a sandwich. Is it a
Where's it,
tower
though?
defense game?
no, well,
Basically
kind of.
is.
It's like
Basically
It's like the other
the stick figure one.
Yeah, it is. It's another stick figure game. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Just with cats.
Tower defense. Tower defense with cats. So
each level. It's like aliens are invading, and you gotta like stop the aliens or whatever the fuck.
that's funny. It's up to the cats to do it.
Yeah.
So we've got Hector here. Hector,
Oh
what
no,
do you
the
have
cat's
to say?
taking over the world. That's what's going on. I forgot.
Ah.
Sorry, my bad. I apologize.
Thank you, Hector. That was insightful.
I
Now
have nothing to do. That's why.
I asked you for your input while you were drinking water. So we are discussing Moon Knight, episode 4. We just freshly saw it. You hear him back there?
Yeah.
I hear Soot back there.
I hear Soot.
He'll be fine.
Come here, Soot.
We accidentally raised the curtain.
Where are you?
What the fuck? We've been in Edward's house the whole time.
We've been in my 6th dungeon the whole time.
I thought we were out
There
in
we go.
episode 4. He's gonna jump down.
We're all cat people. In
I
this.
want to pick him up by the scruff of his neck, but he just keeps going lower. You idiot! I'm trying to pick you up.
You gotta grab him by the stomach. He doesn't
Yeah,
know
you
how
don't
to get
grab
picked
him.
up.
You don't grab. Yeah, I always grab my cat by the stomach.
I'm gonna fall over.
He's liquid cat. You gotta
Oh, this is such a pain. 20 minutes later.
work out. This is a workout session.
Literally. Get over your set.
This is now cat TV.
All right, we got
Alright,
him.
There we go.
We got him.
Better late than never.
It's.
Oh, you good shit. Oh, you're cute. Oh, yeah.
What do you have to say for yourself? That was insightful.
He got scared.
Oops.
You better raise his fist on us.
Spooked him with the cable. All right. Well, he's
Is that the first cat you got?
No, this is the third.
The third? Which one was the first one?
10. 10 was the first one.
10 was number 1.
Exactly.
My cat would literally claw at me when I played too much with this.
Whoa, Hector, you got to raise better cats. Come on. We've talked about this, Hector.
No, 10 will
Wait,
will scratch back if you play with her too much.
There we go.
What do you have to say, Soot?
He's not meowing when I want him to. Oh, and he's gone.
He's gone.
All right. Well,
I don't think he
Thanks.
likes all the attention.
as long as he doesn't pee anywhere, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh shit, he already peed on. No.
I like how we all became cat people.
Low key though.
Honestly,
I remember I was dead set on, and then
a dog.
Yeah, I was like a dog or nothing.
Good times.
We were all dog people for so long. We've all had dogs before, and now we're all like cats.
I'll be honest though, less maintenance with a cat.
Oh,
Dude,
they
way
do
less.
whatever they want. You're
Yeah.
just like, all right, cool.
When you go to the restroom here, I bought you a fucking box, and then they'll go at it. They're like their accuracy of going to the restroom where they need to go, compared to fucking dog.
Well, then you gotta let the dog out because if he scratches the door, and you get him out, and then you come back in, and then it's a whole thing.
It's the whole thing.
Um,
And then they poop all over your yard. Like you have to kind of go into crevices and be like,
yeah,
is there
and the
poop here?
cats do it right in a single sandbox that your children will play in.
Exactly.
Easy.
You get it's multiple uses. It's efficiency.
Efficiency. That's the Sigma grind set. Remember
Exactly.
that.
Efficiency.
You put the food there, it'll only eat what it wants, and then water. That's it.
Yeah, my dog will just eat the entire bowl, and he's got like 3 teeth, so it's tough for him.
What's a two? No.
Honestly, so Moon Knight episode 4.
Anyways, Moon Knight,
Anyways,
I'm sure Moon Knight's a cat person. I mean, he did fuck up that dog in episode 2.
True. Why is Amit summoning dogs though? It doesn't make sense. Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
Anubis that's summoning dogs?
No, Anubis would be summoning the dead. No, because he's like the god of the dead.
Yeah. Speaking about Anubis, so he was one of the ones that's locked up.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of gods locked up, and Anubis is one of the major ones. So I'm starting
Almost
to think.
all of them are locked up. No.
Yeah, I'm starting to think there's some corruption going on here. There's a secret Anubis cult
Obviously,
inside.
the CEO from Amazon is the leader.
Honestly, you got
I-
Bezos there.
Bezos.
I know, literally
ridiculous.
Bezos there.
The only thing that can overcome a billionaire, actual real Egyptian god.
Literally, and I mean they're only using them as their avatars. They're not even at.
True.
It's only 5% of my strength, as they say. This isn't even 100% of their strength. So this isn't even the
isn't
final
even my whole
form.
mo-
Final form.
Final
I fucked
form.
it up 3 or 4 times. This isn't even its final form.
Everyone in the world,
Am I high or
the
are you
Avengers,
high? Someone's high here.
watching the sky rotate.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, yeah. They're all fucked.
So what do you think is the real reality? Okay.
Okay.
At the end.
No. It's very simple, very straightforward. Spoiler alerts, obviously. Very simple. So at the end, the goddess of death, or she's like a protector of life and like of pregnant women, something like that, right? The hippo that comes out. She comes out and she's like, "Hey," and it's like, okay, cool. We'll see who voices her later on, and she's most likely going to give them a second chance after they tell her, hey, they're trying to summon Amit, whatnot. And then who knows if they'll unlock the third personality, which we saw in the third sarcophagus, in a red sarcophagus. So he's full of rage or whatever. He's the angry one, the
He's
real
the
angry
red
one.
one.
The real dangerous one.
Honestly, so
Well, yeah, the one who massacred everyone. You know, I did not expect them to go with like that kind of setting. Not gonna lie.
what do you mean?
Like for like when they're inside of his head to be like in the
Psychiatric ward?
psychiatric ward. Yeah.
Coping mechanism. And it's
Yeah.
funny because it was pretty misleading at first, because at first I was like, oh, that's where he got the personality from watching the movie over and over again. And then once you slowly see it start to fall apart, you're like, they're just fucking with this.
I
The
really
brain
thought
copium.
they were gonna keep it like that. Like
Mhm.
they were gonna keep it like ambiguous. Like, oh, where's like what's actually happening.
Yeah.
Especially because we haven't really seen any like MCU tie-ins before
Mm,
that, to
yeah.
my knowledge. So if they had put like an MCU tie-in in that area, it'd be like, oh, that's the real one.
Yeah.
Because in his head, the one in his head, he has no idea what else is going around him. So
That's true. We haven't seen any references to anything like they haven't said like, oh, Thanos or whatever. So
Yeah.
but it's like the Egyptian gods can't be fucked, just like the Eternals. How many more sets
Yeah.
of gods are we gonna have that are like, well, we didn't really do anything?
we didn't give a
'cause,
shit.
you know,
We're getting fucking Zeus and fucking Thor Ragnarok. So probably
Thor,
them too.
Love and Thunder, Thor
Or
4.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Right,
not
we'll do that
Ragnarok.
after Moon.
Yeah,
Let's finish up Moon
yeah,
Knight first.
yeah.
Let's finish up Moon Knight.
Moon Knight first.
Moon Knight. Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
So you keep scooting back. You gotta scoot forward.
Oh.
You're gonna be hitting the
Back,
back.
keep going back and back.
I know you guys like scoot back until you.
Oh,
And you
no.
broke it. No, it's
You
fine.
broke it.
You know what's funny? The light isn't even on. So
Isn't it?
it's- No, that.
yeah, it is.
the-
It is.
Oh, that one is.
Yeah.
Which way is it pointing? Why is it pointing outwards?
It's pointing towards soot.
You wanted to point it to the wall?
Yes, it's supposed to be pointing at the wall at the green screen. The one back here is not even on either.
This is a professional setup. Don't mind
Heck
me.
yes.
Come break it again.
Honestly, I don't even know where's the switch on this.
My hair.
Yeah.
My hair's getting in my
Okay.
face. I wanted to shave, but then I kind of forgot, so I just didn't.
Okay.
Okay. I just gotta put that there. Maybe now the green screen won't be as bad.
We've gone to a point where like the scuff in my neck grows so quickly.
The scruff of your neck.
The scruff. Like I always get like a bunch of like It's time to shave every 3 days.
Every 3
Dude,
days.
I shaved yesterday. I have
Yeah.
to shave again.
I shaved like 2 weeks ago. Woo! I got no beard. No bitches? So,
No bitches.
No beard.
No beard.
No weird.
So we got Moon Knight, and it's
It's Mrs. Hippo.
It's pretty good. It's good.
It's good. It's so good.
It went.
I liked it.
It went from
Can't wait.
Uncharted to like Last of Us, back to Uncharted.
those are the same game, aren't they? It goes Last of Us, and then Uncharted, and then
Last of Us 2.
No. What's the other one? What's the other one called? Wait, I think it
From
is
Naughty
Uncharted.
Naughty Dog is the ones that made.
The one where the guy has like the mohawk and he kills the guy.
Oh, Far Cry.
Far Cry. There we go.
Far
Yeah,
Cry.
it goes
Yeah.
The Last of Us, Uncharted, and then Far Cry. That's the trilogy.
That's the
'Cause of the
trilogy,
cult.
yes.
Every Far Cry, you had to deal with the cult.
How many cults are there in America? How many Egyptian gods? Who knows?
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't played aside from The Last of Us. I haven't played any of those games.
I haven't played any of those games either.
Yeah.
I've played like
I've
3
played-
games.
Uncharted is it's free.
Doom, League,
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
You don't even need to buy
Injustice.
games when you get a PS5. When you get a PS5, they literally give you 20 Game of the Year games.
Yeah,
for
try
free.
finding
Yeah.
a PS5 first.
What do you?
Exactly.
You.
Me.
I have 2 already.
Yeah, honestly, I found one. Hey, look, it's
Look,
Edward.
it's mine. What
Awesome.
are these stickers?
I'm just gonna take it home. See what
Exactly.
Edward was talking about.
see what the hype is all about.
But
Exactly.
Did we finish talking about Moon Knight? Because I want to roast the PS5.
Oh wait.
Oh, yeah, let's finish talking about Moon Knight.
So
Moon Knight,
I
Moon
mean,
Knight.
there wasn't too much crazy
It's
stuff in the
world building.
episode.
World
Yeah,
building.
it was just kind of a world building episode, because they fight the zombies in the beginning. A
Mhm.
couple of details here and there where they, on the second watch, I saw that blade is foreshadowing like the clicking guys. Because that blade, and remember in the very beginning when there's blood and then there's that blade in the sand and it kind of hovers over it for a second,
Oh,
all the way in the beginning, yeah. And then
yeah.
she shows the people that are like she's like, oh look, there's the guards and whatnot, and the guards are holding them, and the zombie guy comes out, he's like, oh, the zombie guy's a guard, but it's also
Mm-hmm.
stupid because how the fuck are they able to just kill it by smashing it with the table, and yet the guys with guns couldn't kill them?
We don't know if they couldn't kill them. We don't know if there were like a
we
whole
don't know if
bunch
they're
of them.
overrun, dude. You don't know.
Yeah,
how-
you don't know
But-
if there were like a shit ton of the guards because they only
Guess.
faced off against 2. The one that got killed at the table and the one that got thrown off the cliff.
You don't know if
You don't know if there was like a whole
you
bunch
don't
of
know if
other
he
ones,
actually
and there was a
killed them
lot
on
of
their
blood
table.
too.
Well, no, I think the guy was.
And there were like
killed.
eight of them out in front. There were like 8 different statues, and they
Mm.
only took out 2. There had to been another.
Plus Harrow's guys had been there with guns for a while, so
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
Oh well. I don't know. Like how do you lose? Like the guy was like dumb. I don't know. That guy was dumb.
Yeah.
How do you lose against like every time in shows when they're like, we have guns, I'm gonna run up to him and go, just so
Right
he
at his
can-
face,
Yeah,
yeah.
instead of just being like, hey, look, Batman's coming. Bah, 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 shoot him from far away or whatever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Right?
I also get the feeling they're not exactly trained in militia. Like,
He hired mercenaries. Remember?
did he
Or
hire
no, he
mercenaries?
did
I
not.
feel like they're just part of
it
his
was
cult.
it was
they're
his
just
cult
cult people.
I mean, the cult people trained too, though, because the fighters were keeping up with him
Yeah.
for a little bit, and they were.
Yeah,
in the
I
cult.
guess. But I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe it is just because it's also like a movie trope. Because the dude got right next to him with like an assault rifle that can shoot from like fucking hundreds of yards
Yeah.
away. It's like,
Yeah,
all right,
that's
sure.
true.
And then another person, like instead of just all of them shooting him at once,
Yeah.
like another dude just walked up right after he decapitated someone. Like,
yeah, like
I
hey,
get the
let me
feeling
get
they're
into
not exactly
axe.
trained.
Let me get into axe range here.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Literally, it's like
I'm holding an axe.
I'm holding an axe. You have an AK. Who's gonna win? The man with the axe. Obviously.
Exactly. And then another person with another AK is gonna go up next to
Exactly.
him. Like
Remember, what do we talk about? What's the strongest kind of armor?
plot armor.
Exactly. And it was also kind of funny how. No, sorry, no, it was not funny. I hate this so much, and I hope it goes away. But every single time where it's like, we gotta hurry, the world's gonna end. "Ah, but you don't love me, and it's like this dumb fucking bullshit that I hear from these cunts every single time. Where it's like the Arrow, he's like, I've got to save this city, and then Felicity's like, but Arrow, you can't leave me for a week. And then the Flash saves the fucking all of existence in the multiverse, and Iris is like, but you didn't think about me. You were gone for 3 months, Barry. What was I gonna do? I learned how to live without you. It's like, bitch, you guys were married for like 7 years. You guys have known each other your whole life, and you moved on in 3 months. Like, bitch, you knew he had to save the whole world. You selfish cunt. I hate that shit so much when they're like,
What's more important, me or the world?
yeah, it's like, you live in the world, bitch. News flash. You and all the things you love, including me, exist in this world, okay? You want me gone for 3 months, or you want me to save the whole world? But you were gone for 3 months. Shut the fuck up. And then he just slaps her at hyper speed till her fucking neck falls off. Like, dumbest shit ever. They literally could have been like, he literally told her, Layla, we don't have time for this. We gotta get out of here. And she's like, did you kill my father? It's like, shut the fuck up. You bitching about it isn't gonna bring him back. Let's just leave.
Yeah.
Chat thing to say.
Yeah. You gotta use that Sigma grind set, Mark. Bitching about it isn't gonna bring him back. Let's go. She's gonna be so out of shock. She's gonna be like, oh, okay.
Break her neck. Break her windpipe.
Leave. Honestly, dude. Next gonna be Steven going, break a windpipe. And also, it was kind of funny in the beginning when he switched, and she's like, "You smell like him." It would have been so funny if he was like, "I've also got his cock." And then she's like, "Hey, you're right." And then they start doing stuff, and then they're away from all the mirrors and stuff, right? Because he's strategized. But as he looks into her eyes and climaxes, you see, what's his face going, Mark being like, "No," because the reflection in her eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
you loving my wife? My wife.
My wife.
She's very nice. I share her with 2 people. So,
Mark and
that's
Jack.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Stop bitching when the world's gonna end. Thank you.
Okay,
I
like
saw
in the
remember-
Flash and Arrow, it does get annoying because it's like but that's like because that's like a soap opera. Those aren't really like superhero
I
shows. They're soap
guess.
operas. They're like the telenovelas.
Superhero turn dramas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Girls won't watch it with the guys.
I mean, I highly doubt there's that many women watching it. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen, but the Arrow's pretty misogynistic. In one episode, he literally tells Felicity, "Hey, toots, you're only here to look at me and to not be smart, okay? You're just a sex doll." And she goes, "I know that." That's verbatim.
I was legitimately like questioning like what the-
Nobody has seen any of the Arrow episodes, so you cannot call me out.
I still remember when we watched World War Z, how like Brad Pitt's like, only call me on the emergencies to his wife. The wife's like, I'm worried about him, so I'm gonna call him when he's on the mission. And then he called him, and his phone went
She's
off.
like, "Hey, are the zombies gonna get you? I hope the zombies are gonna get you because of me. Haha. Okay, come back to me alive. You hear me?" And he's like, "You fucking bitch." But also, why do you have it? No.
Yeah,
Yeah. Why didn't you put it on
Never
silent
seen
or
that.
some
No,
shit?
but she's like, only in emergencies you call me. And she's
I
like,
know.
I was just worried about you.
I was worried about how you feel. Well, now I feel kind of dead, bitch. You killed me. Yeah, you happy about that?
All the zombies.
Selfish. It's that whole fucking it's like that Bible story where he's like, "Don't look backwards, or else everyone you love and everything will turn into salt." And he's walking, and he's like, "Okay, I think we're getting pretty far. Are they still behind me?" No, he said not to look. I'm gonna look. Oh, they're right behind me. They're all salt now. That's literally what it was.
In the Bible?
Well, there's that
Yeah,
story in the
I don't
Bible.
read
Yeah,
the Bible.
He then raped his like 2 daughters after that.
they all died. What do you mean?
No, his daughters and him survived, and then they
he
hid out in a
looked back.
cave.
His wife and child died though. When he turned around, that was the whole point of that story.
His 2 daughters didn't die.
I'm gonna gotta get up to date in my Bible lore.
Honestly,
these Bible timelines in the Bible multiverse,
Just add
where
anything.
Jesus and anti-Jesus, sorry, the
Just
Christ
started
and
clashing.
Antichrist, literally.
Anti-Jesus.
Honestly, it's like you've got the monitor and the
The
anti-monitor. Oh, so
But honestly, you could just tell me anything, I'll believe it. That's the Bible. All right.
you could tell you that about like
There's
any
some
of the
freaky shit
little
in the
known-
Bible.
Yeah.
Honestly, she lusted after her lovers, whose emissions were like that of horses and whose genitals were that of donkeys.
That's in the
That's
Bible.
that's in the Bible. Yeah, that's an actual
Verbatim.
I think I flipped the donkeys and horses, but point is, she wanted guys with big penises who came a lot, which implies that the person who wrote it down has not only seen penises
From
of
both
horses
a donkey and a
horse,
horse.
but their ejaculations as well. He
I mean,
said emissions.
They
but
waited
come on.
there for the entirety of like initiation.
They were watching them and they're like, "This is just what I need." So my wife's kind of a slut. She lusted after her lovers, whose emissions were that of donkeys. It's like, you want to do it in Bible speak? Do it in Bible speak.
But why is it in the Bible?
Why is anything
I don't
in the
remember
Bible?
off the-
Come on.
Why are unicorns in the
Go ask
Bible?
the
I don't
author.
fucking know.
Go ask the author, okay?
Go ask the
The author right here. Yes, it says Bible abridged by J.K. Rowling wrote this one.
Close enough. I mean,
So Jesus is actually a woman, and God was a woman. And make sure to check the whole reason that Sodom and Gomorrah got
yeah.
burned down.
fucking J.K. Rowling's a fucking turf. Fuck her, honestly.
Speaking about J.K. Rowling, the new movie Dumbledore is pretty good.
You saw it?
I saw it.
I haven't seen it yet. No spoilers.
Is
No
it?
spoilers. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be shit because I heard people were talking.
I mean, the
bad about
second one was shit.
it. Second one was okay. They're all okay. They're not the best.
The first one was
The
The first one was
whatever.
better.
The first one was whatever. The second one was kind of shit.
It's always the first and the second movie any Harry Potter does the best. Everything after
No, the fourth one was really
everything
good
after
from the
three
Harry
was just
Potter.
a mistake.
Nah, no. I feel like they were all very good. Maybe minus a couple of details where it's like
Oh, the fourth one was more up pacing.
because the fourth one is where they turn into adults. That's kind of like the whole point. That's why 1, 2, and 3 are kind of like do. The third one, you see, it's a little more dark.
Yeah, 'cause
because the whole
people
Prisoner of
die.
Azkaban.
People are
Yeah,
dying.
exactly. But then the fourth one is straight up like he just got murked in front of you. What are you gonna do about it? He's just like, they killed my boy Sigary.
yeah. Who? Voldemort. Voldemort doesn't exist.
Don't say that. That's like saying that's the magical V
That's-
word. Okay. It's like saying the Edward in magic speak.
It's like the Republicans telling you only the Bible is the book. Is the only book that you need to know.
Exactly. But yeah, I do think Harry Potter was pretty good. Like all the
The
movies
last
are
ones were good.
all
I'm
the
saying
movies.
best.
Even when I was like a kid,
The
I don't
best
think I
movies are
remembered
always
liking the last ones. The last like 2 or 3 movies.
They were good.
I like
I
the
think
second
the
part.
last good one or the best one, like when I was younger, was Prisoner of Azkaban. I think.
The third one.
Yeah, that was the best one from what I remember when I was a kid.
Funnily enough, that's the first book I read because Alan brought that book home from elementary school and I started number 3. I didn't read number 1 and 2 till later.
Like I recently rewatched it and I kind of didn't like any of them on the rewatch recently.
We,
I like it
they're
so.
always on that fucking one channel, Freeform.
ABC,
Yeah,
something like
Freeform.
that.
Let's see. Well, to what book did we read in elementary school? I know we went.
I read the 4th one in 7th grade. Remember,
Yeah.
everyone was like
Wait,
around in. Everyone was watching me do the accelerated reading because I finished the book, and the day the test came out, I was doing it, and then I got 1 wrong. I remember because I was like, we're all like, oh, and then out of 20 questions
We're
or
like-
whatever, I
yeah,
got like
we're
1 off,
watching it.
and then it was like 95%, and I was like, ah! We were all like,
against
oh.
Sylvia, not like it was like the top 3 was you, Sylvia,
Yeah,
and
I was still number 1 until like 5th grade, and I just got lazy because I was sitting up at like 500 points from like 2nd grade to like 4th grade. Like
Yeah,
I
you
didn't do
stopped.
I didn't do shit
I
in between.
remember Snim got
I read
mad at
everything.
you for it.
Yeah, she's like, she's catching up, and I'm like,
So,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
That Chad, I was being a fucking Sigma
I
grind
remember,
set.
I remember.
So
I remember that. And you're like, oh,
okay, and L plus ratio plus you're a woman. I just destroyed her pretty much.
I was like the middle. I was in the middle. Like I was. I remember there was 2 after school groups. One for the ones that weren't that smart, and then ones who were smart. That's how. I was like. That's how in the middle I was in the class.
Damn, y'all were actually supporting y'all reading. I was trying to read a comic book in like middle
Oh,
school,
no
and like
comic
the
books,
librarian
right.
like fucking
No.
yelled at me like in front of like all the fucking library.
I saw
I still
no
remember
comic
that.
books, no manga until like middle school. So
Yeah.
No, in middle school. In middle school.
no, but this was elementary school.
We're talking about
that's-
elementary.
yeah,
I
that's
No,
what
no,
I
but
saw
that's
nothing.
why
I
like
just
that's
read
the
all
only
7
memory I
books.
have of reading.
You read about all 7 books by elementary, no?
By 4th grade, yeah, because 4th grade was when the 7th one came out, and remember, no, was it 5th grade? I think it was 5th grade.
Exactly. That's still elementary.
No,
That's still elementary.
it was 5th grade because we went to go see it. No,
You
no, no.
went to get the book.
We went to get the book in 5th grade, but in
Yeah.
4th grade I read it because I remember it was in the 4th grade classroom. It wasn't in the 5th grade classroom that I did the test in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was in 4th grade.
It was Miss E. Miss E got like.
Or was it 3rd grade? Now
I
I'm
remember
like
you did a. I remember you did a test. And
4th
you,
or 5th.
You're like. Yeah, I remember.
I think it was 4th.
I don't know who was it, but someone was being a smart ass. Like, I don't need to fucking read the book.
Oh,
It
it
was
was
you.
what? No, it was
Was
what's
it?
his face. It was what's his face.
Luis? No.
No. Oh, I'm forgetting his name. I want to say Israel. I know it's not Israel. Fuck. What was his name? Jesus. Jesus. Remember he like did a bunch of tests without reading any of the books, and then the teacher was like, "You have like 90 tests. Yeah, you have 90 tests that are you got like three out of like 20, and then you have some tests that you just barely passed just to like rack up points." And he was like, "Oh, I didn't really read any of them," and then he got in trouble. They went through the whole list of books, canceled all his tests and stuff that he didn't really read. I was like, "Holy
There's
shit!"
no point of that. It was just to make you work.
I mean, no, because they encourage reading.
They
That was the whole
encourage
point
reading.
of
Yeah.
accelerated reading. They're like,
Yeah.
"We want you to read." I know he's crying over here now. They want you to read and stuff, but can't hear him. We're pulling up the curtain. He did it right into.
Let me
What?
get him downstairs.
What do you want to say?
I think he wants to go downstairs.
Okay.
I think
Da-
I hope
da-
one of the mics catch. The fucking elementary school was a trip, dude.
It's so strange because earlier today I was thinking.
Breaks.
I remember when I was 3 years old and like doing a dance for like pre-K, and I'm
The-
like, that was 21 years
That's
ago.
the chicken
Like-
one.
No. It was like the
I remember
one,
we dressed up
three,
as
4,
chicken.
5.
Like we dress up as chickens for.
I remember flashes of fourth grade. I remember, sorry, flashes of when I was 4 years old in school, like in pre-kinder. I remember some of kindergarten, not all of it. I remember the teacher's name and stuff, but like.
I know the Hawaiian dance. I know we did a fucking Christmas Hawaiian dance.
Okay. Riddle me this. During our fifth grade culmination or graduation, did we or did we not sing "I Believe I Can Fly"?
Yeah, we did sing it.
I couldn't find that recording. I found the recording of the entire fifth grade. Nice. I found the recording the entire fifth grade thing. We did not sing that. We sang some other song.
Really?
Yes. Why do I remember us singing "I Believe I Can Fly"?
But we did sing that.
That's what I thought, dude.
No, but we sang it for. We remember. I know
For something else, right?
we did a
Not for
concert.
graduation?
We did a concert. I know.
Okay.
We did that.
And
For
it's funny.
graduation, no.
We sang "I Believe I Can Fly," and then it's funny thinking about how like a year or two ago the revelations of the singer. You know who the singer of "I Believe I Can Fly" is?
No.
R.
Kelly.
Kelly.
Oh.
Robert Kellert. Kelly is short for Kellert. So
He owns one of JonTron's videos.
see,
I don't know what the.
you learn something every day.
Finish
But yeah,
your fucking bread.
R.
They're
Kelly.
on the floor. I ain't dirty pig.
5
That's the
second
cops.
rule.
Just throw it in
5
the
second
trash.
rule.
Literally, the trash is like 1 foot away.
And then-
Do you see how pristine
that-
my room is?
exactly, I was
All
saying
the
that-
cum stains.
That area right there is kind of the waste basket. It's a collective waste basket.
See,
right
like
there.
there's trash right there.
That's
There's a
why
couple
my
cum
that's
stains
why
over
my
there.
sandals are 1 foot.
Honestly, 1 foot clear off the ground. You're hovering the whole time. But yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought we sang it for fifth grade graduation. We did not though. I don't know what we sang it for because I remember learning it. I believe I can fly. I
wanna
believe
know-
I can
wanna
touch
know-
the sky.
I want just to see my face every time I got. I remember I got in trouble for just doing stupid shit.
Dude,
Like
I remember in second grade. Wait.
Go for it.
In second grade, Miss Perez class. I don't know what I did. I have no recollection of what I did.
She's crazy.
No. She wasn't.
Crazy
I
woman.
mean, I deserved it.
No,
I deserved it because I was being a little shit, right?
Okay,
I did something. I don't remember what it was, but I remember so vividly her going, "That was so rude. Go change your card." And I don't remember what the crime was because there were so many crimes.
You went to yellow and back to green.
No. It was A B C D E F. That's what it was.
Oh.
And so you remember Mr. Grumpy, the substitute teacher? We had a substitute teacher. His name was Mr. Grumpy. And then we saw him in Venture Crew a little bit. Remember? His daughter was in Venture Crew
I don't remember.
and Farber's Venture Crew. No.
Mr. Grumpy?
Okay. I don't want to say his real name, but point is, they called him Mr. Grumpy, and he was like, I had changed our card so many times. I vividly, there's another core memory locked in here, where he goes, go and flip your card, and I go over, I look, it says F, and I just look back at him. I was like,
What do you want me to do?
I'm not laughing, but because I obviously like I got in trouble. I'm laughing right now because it's so fucking funny. But I was like this. I was like, he's like, go flip your card.
It's already F.
And he was like, oh. he literally fucking went, oh, like, oh shit, boy. I can't even keep track how many times you get in trouble. And then I was kind of quiet for the rest of the day, like last 2 or 3 hours. And I remember him going, go ahead and give yourself a C. And I was like, okay. And I drew a C really lightly in pencil on my little report card thing. And then when I left, I was waiting for my parents to pick me up. I erased it really quickly and wrote an A in pen. And then that was my third A in a row. I got to open up my $5 Lego set that my parents were like, you got to get 3 A's in a row, 3 daily A's in a row. And I could never get 3 A's. I was always like A, B, C, C, A. It was never 3 A's. And that was my third A in a row. And I thank you, Mr. Grumpy. And
Well, your second grade
that's it.
teacher, she's a psychopath.
Miss Perez, why?
She's
crazy?
Okay, so, Ceci or everyone, whatever. Andres, bleep that out. Whatever name comes out.
No one's watching this. But
She worked for
talking to the
Metro.
mic. Talking to the mic.
Or no, she didn't work for. She worked for LAUSD or
Talking to the
whatever.
mic. Mhm.
And then your second grade teacher was literally the head, like one of the directors or principal. She was a principal,
Principal.
right? And she was just insane. She's an
Yelling
adult,
at people
right?
or what?
Remember, Ceci's an adult.
Yeah.
Has
At
her-
this point already, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Working with adults.
Yes.
Right?
Talk over here. Talk over here.
She's like, that woman is insane. I have never seen. I don't want to. I know kids are assholes, but even I don't want to scream at them like how she's.
I mean, pot calling the kettle black, but continue.
But then also, like it's just for when people are like, oh, when you grow up, you'll be more mature. It's not,
yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Not for everyone.
Not for everyone.
We've seen it.
So like, don't worry. Like for the kids that watch this podcast,
Yeah, for the 5-year-olds watching,
Yeah,
going
for the- oh.
no, for the fucking 7-year-olds going into 2nd grade. Watch out for that bitch.
yeah, fuck your teacher.
Yeah.
Not really.
No, I mean, she was. I'm telling you, she was relatively nice, except for when I was a little shit.
Yeah,
But I never remember her like
she just-
screaming at me. Never. But that was so rude. Go change your car.
She,
Like the
she,
cadence.
she didn't like how I said actually all the time. I remember that. That's
You
there's
said
a core
actually?
memory. It's a core memory.
Another
in my
one
head.
stuck in there.
And she's
What'd she
like,
say?
why didn't you change your
Oh shit!
vocabulary?
Y'all just triggered a memory in me.
And I was like, actually, I don't know how to. And I-
Actually, I don't know how to.
yeah.
I'm a child,
And she got,
bitch.
but she got really mad. She's like, "There, you did it! You did it again." I'm not even joking.
You did it again, you little shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, I did it.
Thinking-
Actually, I didn't
thinking
mean
as a
to.
poor
Grabs
kid,
him by the
I was,
shoulder, like,
scared.
"Ah!"
I was scared this bitch is gonna call my my mom again, and then I'm gonna get hit. You know. And-
Mijo, ¿qué estás
La
haciendo?
escoba.
I was saying actually a lot. Actually?
yeah, no, my mom.
You're like, actually.
because she harassed my sister for some dumb shit. Oh, I know your brother, and then she treated her.
Good for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then my mom was like, "What? How the like?" My mom got mad at her. She's like, "How? Why are you treating my fucking kids like that? Like, tell me specifically what they done wrong." So, well, they're just bothering my class. Then my mom was like, "You're just a fucking bitch." And then she can't do shit because then like you
Yeah.
are being a little bitch. But
Honestly?
that's how corrupted the LAUSD. They just hire anyone who just keeps sucking their dick.
I mean, it's not even that. It's probably that
Slow pay.
she got there early and then she snapped. And
Yeah.
then, she's tenured, so she's
Yeah.
stuck in the position now. So that's pretty much it. What was your core memory, Edward?
Fucking my core memory right now that you just made me remember. I remember one time I went to like a little celebration somewhere around here,
Mhm.
and someone like jumped and their knee landed on my eye,
Ah,
and I got like a giant like black eye, and
what'd the
I-
black guy say?
I went to school the next day, right?
Yeah.
It was 2nd grade, and the teacher was like, I forgot exactly what she said, but she said something like "Okay, vulgares," that you have that shit on your eye.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck? And next day I had told my mom, and my mom told like the principal or whatever. And instead of doing anything to the teacher, the principal sent a note telling the teacher that I'm the one that said that, and she started yelling at me in the middle of class,
Wow.
and she started yelling at me like I never said that. So like some bullshit. And how you're sitting right now, and all I was sitting at was like,
Like
this.
that, yeah.
I was sitting like this, like that's vulgar, that's, and she started yelling at me in front of everyone. I was like, all right, fuck,
Stupid
Shit.
bitch.
Misunderstanding.
Terrible.
What's it called?
Terrible cunts.
yeah,
but
fucking terrible.
I thought she was gonna say like, "Oh shit, your parents said, yeah. If your kid comes to school beat up, I'm like, is
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I
know.
feel like you'd ask questions first before.
instead of assuming. Yeah,
Yeah.
She didn't. She was just calling me out. She's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like something I did.
Yeah.
Like
She's like,
and I
you
had a
deserve
fat-ass
that or
blah,
something.
blah. Yeah. It was like she was
What'd
like
you do
calling
to
shit at
deserve
me.
that, you little like
I was like-
street urchin or whatever,
Yeah.
Hooligan.
Hooligan.
I remember. I think I remember every time I got in trouble. You know, Richie.
How many times
I
you get in trouble?
Like 20 times at least.
At
like
least.
5 times each grade.
Dude, I remember
Nah, it was a lot.
in 4th grade, I said, because I heard some dumb shit from Alan. Do you remember I was walking down the halls, scratching on my balls.
Yeah, she got mad. You know what?
Okay, guys, we all go into seizure mode. So I say this dumb shit, right? Because I hear it from Alan, the full poem, if you are not cultured enough.
Yeah.
I was walking down the halls, scratching on my balls, till my dick got stuck in the elevator walls.
is so
my mom
cringe.
screamed, my dick turned green. That's the end of my tingling. Mama called doctor. Doctor said, hey, yo, man, your dick is dead, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I heard, right?
Everyone catched
So I tell a couple of my friends, because I'm in 4th grade, I'm a dumbass.
Jesus is the one who told me.
No, I told I told Sergio,
Yeah,
and Sergio told his
us,
cousin.
or whatever. Yeah.
Because Sergio tells his cousin, who's in 2 grades underneath us. So a 2nd grader going around going, I was walking down the hall and scratching, right? So, but obviously she doesn't remember it verbatim because we're kind of playing telephone, right? Like every time you tell someone, it kind of degrades. So then Ms. E
She gave
comes
the
up to me.
lyrics.
She comes up to me in 4th grade, and she's like, what are these lyrics? Listen to this. What the cousin said in like 2nd grade. This is what she said. Oh, do you think this is funny? You think saying I
We're
was
all
walking down the
laughing,
halls,
dude.
scratching my balls while my balls got stuck in the elevator. Oh, you guys think that's funny? And as she's yelling this at me, I'm trying so hard not to go.
Everyone was hearing.
Everyone was like chuckling, yeah. And I was just like, I'm gonna. She's like, they're called testicles, okay? And I was like, ah! I wish I could have laughed.
To say,
I mean, I didn't crack up.
Said, but like, it just don't. She's like,
No, because like she's old fashioned, right? So she got really
she's
mad,
like super
conservative, and so
conservative.
she's saying that, and I didn't cackle, but when she was like, testicles are called testicles, like, do you know how funny it is yelling testicles to a fourth grader who just learned what that was a week ago? Like, and I'm here like I'm trying not to piss myself out of laughter right now. Like,
I only read this on the lyrics.
I know. I'm like, I'm just saying whatever, right? I can't. What am I supposed to say? I heard it from Alan. Alan's not at school, you know.
Yeah.
He's in 6th grade. He's a grown up. So I'm waiting, and then she's like, Mr. Browning. It was kind of late in the day. She's like, Mr. Browning, the principal, left, and you're gonna hear him tomorrow, okay? You too, because it was me and Sergio that she pulled aside. Like, you're gonna hear about this tomorrow. And then we're like, oh shit, and we're scared for like the rest of the day. The last hour passes by, we go home. Next morning I come in, and I'm like, and then nothing. And then I never got like in real trouble for it ever. And I was like, and then like I think like a day after that, she was like, oh hello, and I was like, oh hello, like normal, and I was like, oh shit, like I got away with it. So
She probably told the principal, and the principal was like, "There's nothing you can do."
well, no, I don't, because like I had never gotten suspended or like sent home or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I feel like maybe they could have been like, oh, you know, tell his parents. But my parents never, nothing came of this. That's what I'm saying.
The voicemail. Your parents left the chat. My kid do something? No. All right then.
No, it's like your kid went around. He was saying balls. Okay, and
So
the Chad, the fucking best response to anything. What? You mean you're misogynist? Yeah, and not really, but you know what I mean, right? It's like it was so funny because I'm like, I didn't get in trouble. I got off scot-free. Any other crimes you guys got away with?
I actually thought I was just like every day it's something wrong. Like it's something wrong. I have bad luck or something. And he's like, nah. And I'm like, are you sure? And I remember I kicked the handball just up. I just kicked it up.
Straight up, yeah.
Straight up. Guess who it fucking landed on
did
their
you-
head?
Who's-
Sylvia. Remember how Sylvia
Oh,
always gets hurt? It was keep getting hurt. Like 30% of it because of me.
dude, I remember this one bitch.
basically murdered someone by
Remember? Oh, dude, I just remembered her name. You're gonna remember when I say her name. Remember Mireya?
Yeah, the
The
one
fat
that
bitch?
Yeah, we always.
She wrapped the fucking tetherball around my arm, and I had bloodied marks. Do you remember that?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, okay, that was like
I remember we just hated her
4th
because
grade.
everyone told everyone.
she was stupid as fuck, dude. Like her and Ziadani. The only reason I remember her name is because it was like starting with X.
Probably shouldn't
Her-
say names on
I
that.
don't remember their last
I'm
names.
just gonna bleep that out.
I'm not gonna bleep it out. No one cares.
Yeah, bleep it out.
Point
That's what
is,
I'm saying. No, but it's different.
okay.
They're little
Point is,
kids. Like when thinking back, I'm like, we shouldn't have.
why were they in the magnet program? Because
they
they
were
were
the same class.
they were the only two who'd got nowhere near enough points to go to summer camp.
Who
Remember,
gives
she
a
was
fuck?
no, but that's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
this is still a kid. Like let them fucking. As long as they don't hurt people, they don't. I mean, they hurt you.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I-
exactly.
I know.
So,
you have a reason. I'm like,
So
let
she-
me
okay.
take it back. You have a reason to hate her, but like
Yes,
they're little kids.
yes.
Remember that.
but
Remember
this was not a little kid. I am a boy, so I don't grow as fast as girls do that age. I'm like fucking 3 feet tall. This bitch was like 4'7" already, growing hair on her arms. She looked like a fucking gorilla. As a kid, you know, because I'm
remember.
smaller, right? And she wrapped the tetherball around my arm, and as I was screaming, she's like, "Oh, I thought you were laughing." And then like one of the señoras, "Señora, can you open my ketchup?" The señoras came by.
Open my ketchup packet.
Remember that
with taco
shit?
sauce.
Yeah, "Señora, can you open it?" And they'd be like, "Here you go." And we'd be like, "Thank you," with like her babas all over it and shit. Yeah, but
I hated.
yeah, I had
taco
that
sauce.
fucking mark on my arm for a few days, and I'm like,
hungry now.
bitch.
I don't know.
This is
I
why I
want
ate
food.
before I came here.
Chalupa day was always the best.
Chalupa day. You just pour hot sauce in the chalupa till it fills up like a little boat. And then
That's you.
just-
That's not us.
from the beginning.
No,
I don't know about
remember,
you.
No, you remember when we go to Jack in the Box?
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
We'll get like 20 packets of ketchup
And just
one
drink
bite.
them.
Now I get my revenge. Now I just open up like whenever I get coffee, I just open up one of the milk like little creamer things. Take a shot of the creamer.
When I was a kid, I did that. Yeah.
No, I'm
packet-
doing that right now. What do you mean? I'm gonna go to IHOP.
When I was a kid,
get a
when I
fucking 40.
just eat I eat coffee. I drink
Eat
coffee.
How dare you say you eat cum?
Okay, that's
I'm
a
just
crime.
Hector, get your mind out of the gutter.
I'm talking about food.
I know. So, yeah, I mean, I'm telling you that people didn't like them because they were just like so dumb. It wasn't like, oh, they're dumb. Like, you know how there's kids that are like, they're kid dumb, where it's like, what do you mean like dogs can't have babies with cats? They were like, what do you mean that 2 + 2 is like 4?
Well,
like
it's
they were
'cause their
so
parents-
far
I think their
behind.
parents were
2
like
+ 2 is
hardcore.
what?
I think their parents were hardcore, like religious.
Really?
Remember, yeah, I
I
remember.
don't
She's
remember
like, but that Bible doesn't say that, and I remember like,
well, kids can be that stupid at that age too. Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't blame a fucking 7th grader for being like, my parents said the Bible, because you're still like
Yeah.
you're not fully, you still got soft brain.
yeah.
You still got squishy parts in the back of your skull, the soft spot.
No, but I remember like, they just didn't. We weren't motivated. There's always that. There's those kids that aren't motivated to learn. Like they're like, I
mean,
don't wanna fucking learn.
I'll be honest, I was not motivated. Like by like 4th and 5th grade, I was burned out because like I already read all the books, and I was like, yeah, I'm at the top, and then I'm like, I don't have to do anything else, and then I just got lazy. Terrible work
remember
ethic, and I'm
remember the
ceasing.
multiple-
Brilliant. but lazy.
Yes.
The multiplication table, right? The one,
2 2 2 3 2 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like that's the only reason why I liked math, because when I was like
The Scottish guy being like, you learn your numbers, remember?
the fucking because multiplication was like hard for a first grade. I don't know. Multiplication was.
We started in like 2nd grade, dude. That's the crazy part.
I started in first. I was always
Oh,
one. I was
see?
always one level ahead. Nah, because I remember I was like, I don't fucking want to do anything. I hate homework. And I was like, because my brother did it. Remember, because my brother was in that same elementary school, and he's like, it's easy, bro. Just look at it and learn. And then I remember. Because when you did the multiplication table, they gave you a prize.
Yeah.
And I really wanted
The
prize.
60-second sweep.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to do it under 60 seconds, or under a
Yeah.
minute. And
It was 2 through 144.
Yeah.
All the numbers that you multiply. So I just memorized it. Like,
No, but on the day, I'm like, because I was looking at it, and my mind just couldn't comprehend how it worked. Right? I just did not know how to multiply. And then I figured out when someone gave me the answers. I was like, oh, they're
And
just
then it clicked.
They're just
you
squares.
double everything, and then you times 3 everything, and it's like,
No. You take the square. You take the square of everything. That's how multiplication was. Like 4.
no, not
Yeah,
not
that's why
there.
you say 2. That's why you say 2.
But 2 3, 2 3 is not a square.
You don't say 2 3.
Yes, because it was like it was
4.
it was 2 4 6 8 10 12 in like the first
It was
row,
squares.
and then it wasn't all
Yeah,
squares.
it was 4. It wasn't 2.
I'll bet you like
$4,
$1 billion.
4 9 16.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
I don't think it was. I remember going 2 2 2 3 2 4 2 5, like doing those. I'm literally watch. I'm gonna find it. We're gonna unlock
I
this
have no clue what's going on.
core memory.
Because it was very specific. Me and Andres just remember it. Because it's.
I'm just over here. I remember
The
forging.
60 seconds 2 2 2 3 2 4, and then you
3,
start
3,
yeah
then
3 3 2 5.
And then 2
Try and do this now in under 60 seconds. This is never.
No, fuck
4
Okay.
5 3 7 5 5 3 9 and then 2 6 4 4 2 9 2 3 4 6.
Ah, you fucked up. You're done. You're done. Kick him down the stairs. I know, a full-grown Scottish man kicking a child every time he failed.
No, but I
You
remember-
learn then.
I remember I did it, and then the guy's like, "That's the fastest anyone has ever seen." I remember he told me that.
He told me that too. He told us all of that. Did he
Yeah,
also
but
tell
I
you he
did it
loved
On
you?
the spot, though. I just looked at it, and I'm like, "Hey, fool, I want to do it."
Hey, fool.
I remember
Honestly,
because I felt like I felt so many times like I just don't understand, fool. I just don't understand.
but
'Cause I was
it's
just trying to memorize them answers instead of understanding the.
no that I didn't understand the concept. I literally remember it like 2 2 2 3 2 4 3 3 2 5.
Oh no,
and,
I
like,
understand that concept.
no, that's why I was bad at math.
That's why I was able. Like, well, I remember I got.
What are
to-
numbers?
I got to algebra. I got to algebra in 5th grade. That's how high. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
It was me, Sylvia, and Sophia that were top.
Well,
grade.
damn, you gotta go to Harvard now.
Honestly,
Well, that's when we got to laces, and no one else got to laces. Remember, it was literally us 5.
that's true.
Or 6.
Wait,
6.
how'd Sergio get in? There was like 7 of us, dude. Yeah, there was like.
7. It was like the 7.
So,
Sergio,
1,
so-
2.
Uh,
Don't name
Al-
everyone.
Alex. We could talk about Alex.
Alex. Yeah, it's Alex.
And Luis.
No, wait, that is 7. What the fuck?
It's 7.
Yeah.
I remember. I remember.
And-
I always remember.
Remember they'd
no matter
stuff
how
us-
much I drink, I always remember.
They'd stuff us in that can they called a bus with the Southgate, and we didn't get our own bus until the end of the 6th
Dude,
grade.
I was so
Oh,
mad,
yeah.
dude. That I know the whole year.
3 people to a seat.
I just slept through it all.
I don't know, but
You can't sleep when all the fat guys are sitting in the front.
Yeah, the high
Yeah.
schoolers were so mean because then I would
They're
just. sit in the
huge
back.
douchebags. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll kick me. They're like, they kick me and like, oh, I'm sorry, fool.
Yeah,
Nah,
they
I
weren't
was
sorry.
too small.
Oh yeah, they would wake me up.
Then
like
I
that sometimes
then I grew
too.
to 5'10" and then no one fucked me. Even though that's
Yeah.
not tall.
I know. No, but like I feel like once the next grade happened, it was pretty much like
We had our
just
own
your
bus.
siblings. Yeah, and because remember it was like
Then my sister got
like
it.
no,
'Cause my sister's 1 year younger than me.
but remember it was like 4 or 5. No, I'm saying like your brother and Ceci. They were like the last older people on the bus
No, and,
for a while.
and then that one girl, whatever her name is,
I
with
don't
the
remember.
glasses.
Yeah. I
The
know
one-
who you're talking about. The one where they
with a bitch mom.
and you know what they did to her? It was the funniest shit ever. Someone drew penises all over her One Direction book. It was the funniest thing ever, and she was like crying, and
Oh, that's fucked up.
yeah,
Who did that though? Alan?
I think it was Alan.
fuck.
And then Mr.
Okay.
Kozlo was like, "You guys think this is funny?" And we were like, "Yeah, penis, Lamau." Literally,
That's why it was like Ceci because Alan was with Ceci right at that moment.
he was protected. No, I don't know, but I don't know if it was then because I was 7th or 8th
And then
grade.
Cheppy. Oh, Cheppy's my brother's grade. Cheppy.
I don't know.
I remember.
I
my
vaguely
brother's grade, 'cause
remember.
literally in the senior year. That's when I hanged out with my brother's friends. Not hanged out, but that's when I knew about him.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, sorry, to my point, that like the mean 11th and 12th graders were pretty much gone by the next year. You
Yeah,
get me?
by 1 year.
It was crazy.
It
Like
was-
literally 1 year, and then they're all gone. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
And then we got more bus stops for a while, and then I think the last 3 years or last 2 years we just had our own.
Yeah,
It was just
because there was too many people in
it was
HP.
just too many.
It was like
Damn,
HP
y'all can
and-
recall a lot more of your school than I can.
It was just traumatizing though.
Yeah, honestly,
It was-
dude, Laces is fucking
it's
terrible,
terrible.
but also it made everything else easy. Like you know what I mean? Like when I went to ELAC and CSULA, I was like, this is easy. Like it wasn't
Yeah,
hard.
yeah. Because
The hardest time I had was in fucking Laces.
Rojas. Yeah.
Nah, Rojas wasn't even hard, dude. The hardest one, well, for me, I was gonna say calc, but other than that,
Well, for me, because that's my.
what'd you get in chemistry?
in chemistry? A C.
Yeah, me too. See,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that shit was
That shit
fucked.
was stupid. Well, I
That
mean,
shit was
I don't know how. Like once we got to a periodic table, I'm like, I'm fucked. I
You
can't
look at it-
remember because remember the both big tests were half the periodic tables.
Dumbest shit ever. It's like, what am I gonna memorize this
But
for?
you had to memorize each element, but then their atomic level.
Dumbest shit.
And then what categories like. Because I don't know. I even forgot about what categories what it meant. Like,
I don't know.
You know how the periodic table is split into like 3 or 4 categories. Like
Like, what's sodium? Is it SA? No, it's Na. And then they smack you. And you're like, that's a trick question.
yeah, and then like what's the melting point? Or no, not the melting. What's the atomic? There was a what's the atomic level, and then what's the element? Oh, there's like 2 numbers.
Something like that. I don't know.
Or maybe I'm making the third number up.
Yeah, I don't know. I
that's
don't know.
gone.
I don't
It-
know.
But like reaction, right? Solid, whatever. The shapes.
Adding the numbers together and whatever.
Yeah, that I could do. But like,
Yeah, the number part was easy. Once that clicked, it was easy. I don't remember it anymore.
I was so embarrassed though, because I'm like the rest of the key. Like I was with I remember I got paired in with the smart group. Like you remember Annie Choi, whatever. Like the top people.
half the Koreans.
I'm literally the smartest people up in our grade, and I was like, I just don't get it. I'm sorry, guys. Like I could do something, and then
And I was over here with all the beaners.
I remember Chase was like, "Why are you in this class?" I'm like,
Chase.
because I'm here.
Yeah. Honestly.
How'd you get into calculus BC? And I'm like, I
Nah.
passed AB.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt bad though. For me, I'm like these. Once I was like, all my classes were. I saw white people until like high school, because that's when we started our AP classes or whatever higher classes. Because I was already in a higher math class. I remember I was in algebra 2, and then I was with seniors, dude. I
Yeah.
felt different. That was
Because they were all stupid.
no, they weren't stupid. They're just different.
They're built different.
They're
built
different.
stupidly.
They're like-
Yeah, they built them with less chromosomes than us.
I remember
So-
I was like teaching the senior how to do algebra. And she's like, "You're so smart," and I'm like, "No, it's just, no." But like me not being a fucking virgin. No, I just know. I just get it. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's different. It was so different. Now I can't even I could teach a kid algebra.
Now I can't even bully kids anymore without getting called out. This is fucking bullshit.
It feels
I'll never
weird to talk to
forget.
little kids, dude.
Well, you probably
Just
shouldn't. be.
screeching. No, I'm like every time I hear a baby cry, I'm like, I don't want to have kids.
And then you look, and it's not a baby. It's like a 7th grader, and you're
Yeah.
like. But that's the passage of time. Remember, never complain about time, because time is relative. Passage of time.
We're slowly turning
Exactly.
into
Yeah, we're over here
conservatives.
thinking we're old, and then there's like 30-year-olds are like, "Man, you guys are babies," and we're like, "My back hurts," and they're like, "Oh, just wait till it gets worse."
Yeah, literally telling me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't forget, this all happened like over a decade ago, kind of,
My fucking
or about a decade ago.
7 years.
7 years.
My fucking coworker, I'm like, you know how I did the marathon and I go to work the next day doing an extra shit, like overtime. They're like, oh, when I was your age, I used to do that all the time. I'm like, bet. No, you fucking did it.
Terrible.
Nah, like,
Yeah.
I hate the coworkers.
It's that whole thing where I walked uphill both ways in the snow, and you're like, you can't go uphill
I go
both
hiking
ways.
every morning. I wake up 2 hours before my shift and go hiking for an hour, and then get to work in an hour. I'm like,
This bitch once
yeah.
had the audacity to tell me she woke up in the morning feeling like P Diddy. I was like, okay, whatever that's supposed to mean.
yeah, the fuck?
You don't know the song?
No.
TikTok?
It's a good song.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P Diddy.
Oh.
Got my glasses on your floor. I'm gonna hit
But
this city.
if they say it like that, okay, it's kind of funny.
TikTok.
'Cause I remember that- I even
No.
remember-
I made a joke, Hector. No one actually said this to me.
Oh.
I'll put that in afterwards. It's about 40 minutes in. Okay.
Horrible. Wait, how's that messed up? It didn't hit the towers. That's what we wanted.
Exactly.
That's what we wanted. We did not know.
We're not aiming for the truck. Whew. It's like,
We're
wait
aiming
a
for the
minute.
tower.
Wait a minute. I'm missing. If you don't understand this meme, that means you're okay. You don't
No,
know history.
Honestly, speaking about 9/11, my uncle, he told me that he was like a few weeks after 9/11, right? He was trying to take a flight. He was going to Europe and he was coming back. And on Europe, on the way back, they had a layover in the Empire State Building.
What's a layover?
What's a layover? Fucking Hector.
Okay.
It's like when you say, oh, he has ligma. Who's ninja? Hector just did that to me unironically. What's a layover, Hector? A layover is when a plane stops somewhere and then it keeps going. It's stopping in the Empire State Building. Get it? Get it? Get it?
Oh.
Tactical
Do another one.
explosion.
Let me explain this in terms you can understand.
All I understand is numbers. I don't
My
understand
uncle's prestige was not as high as it could have been, so he jumped into a COD lobby and then he got up to like 11 points and he was 9th place
in 9th place.
with 11 points.
At 8-player lobby.
Yeah. You're a couple eggs short of an omelet.
I'm sorry, Andres.
What's an omelet?
What's an egg?
Not that. Go to Norm. That's not an omelet.
Hector knows. Hector, do you know what an omelet is? As a professional chef.
Hector, I'm the chef now.
Exactly.
I made cookies. I'm the chef now.
True.
Definition.
Made minute rice in 53 seconds. You cannot beat me.
Exactly.
50 seconds?
53.
Oh, shit. All right.
I made it a prime number just to fuck with you.
What's a prime number?
What's a prime number? Okay, that's a real question. So, a prime number.
That's an actual book. Oh, I remember.
Is that a book?
Yeah, it is. Because Mr. Riesman.
What's 53?
Because okay, Mr. Riesman is like this like big
Autistic guy.
math teacher in LACES. Like everyone knows him. Once you get
Yeah.
into school,
He was retired and he still went to the camps.
yeah, he's just because he was
What?
Just rich off
We concentrated in math. In the concentration
he probably
camps.
invested.
Sorry, studying camps. Cal camp.
Cal camp. We had calculus camp, which is pretty dope. Did you go to Cal camp?
I did, remember?
I don't remember. Oh yeah,
The math teacher to
Yeah,
have.
He was good, but
No, it's the
What?
SpongeBob Fancy V.
but once later, like in senior year, I noticed like
He was getting
something
dumb?
off. There's something off with this guy. I know there's something.
Oh, shit.
Because when I was in his algebra class, he was like, "Oh, dude, you're fucking
Smart. And
smart." Right. And then, but in calculus BC, he was like, he just didn't want to work with me, right? Didn't want to, because I didn't understand BC as well as AB, right?
I don't know what any of these are.
Yeah, because
Because the thing is, it's 3 terms of calculus stuffed in 2 years. That's why
I
they
took
call it
statistics, I don't
AB and then BC.
yeah, but that's why
and,
statistics wasn't
a
different.
different option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different option. I know just because Andres did statistics.
No, I didn't. I did AB. I got a D.
I did AP statistics. I don't.
Statistics
was not even math. Stats is not even.
It's not even math.
Dude.
It's not even math.
So easy.
After that, we'll get to our statistics professor in Cal
Oh,
State LA.
okay, sorry. Good times, good
Statistics
times.
is so easy.
Because
Today's easier than algebra, low key.
Easy.
So
Easy.
that's like I didn't notice about like the racial discrimination until senior. That's how like uneducated
college.
I was.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, you're a fucking
Not right
beaner and you're not understanding. Get out."
Yeah. Like, he like literally all the Mexican, unless you were like, and he was really like, he was weird. He's a pervert. He's like maybe a pervert. I don't know what he's.
Low key, he was a bit of a.
maybe a group. I don't know.
No, you can't say a groomer because he wasn't grooming anyone,
wasn't
but he was
grooming.
low key a pervert because he'd be like staring and.
He would be
whatnot.
staring at girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'd consider that a little pedophilic. If he's staring
Or
at
if you're a
girls.
white-
I
If
mean,
you're a
they're
white guy-
16, 17, 18-year-old girls,
I
but.
mean, that's still kind of underage.
Actually, it's a
a
hebephile.
40-year-old.
First of all, I like to come out with all my maps, minor attracted people. So the point. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Sorry. Yeah.
So like I had a rough time in his calculus class because he didn't want. I told him I just don't understand. I'm missing this part. And like, well, why don't you take good notes? I'm like, I literally get to your class on time, sit down and write these. Like this is the best handwriting.
Yeah.
You want to look at it? You want to look at my other notebooks?
I try in this class.
I actually try in this class. I just don't understand this concept. He doesn't. He never gave me a concrete answer. You know, he's like, you should study more. You know the basic. Oh, maybe you need to work more time on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's your fault. Victim
But-
blaming.
When a fucking girl or someone, a white guy comes out. and
I have a
and says,
problem.
Hey, Mr. Reisman, I don't understand this question. Oh, let me help you with that. Like he actually gets more motivated to teach.
Enthusiastic with the
Enthusiastic.
whites.
Now I say he's biased because I remember in calculus camp I was running in the morning, right, going down the hill, and then he sees me. He's like, "Hey, you're exercising a lot. You know, are you in like a track team? Are you in cross country? Or are you in or anything?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm cross country, but I'm also the president of the marathon club." And he's like, "Oh, you did the marathon?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then his first question was, "Oh, who else did?" Because he knows that seniors only did the marathon or Rojas.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like going down the list of names. At first, I listed them like I was
The
like
Mexicans,
Sophia,
the beaners,
Sergio,
you know.
Gabriel or his girlfriend. I don't remember her name. And then like Andres Tello, and I was like going to Mexicans, and then I got to, what's her
One of
name?
the white people.
Monica. I got to Monica, and he's like, "Monica did the marathon?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He just stopped our conversation and
Just
he
to
literally
fixate-
ran to the mess hall to see if she was there, and then right after, like a few moments later, I catch him outside the
Talking to her.
Yeah, I tell you like, "Hey, I heard you did the marathon," and then like
He's got his piece for his
yeah.
his small talk.
yeah, and I was like,
Jesus,
I was
man.
like, oh, I wanted to tell you about my experience. Yeah.
Why wouldn't Mr. Reisman come and touch me instead? Because
No,
of the color of my skin.
Yo, that's hella fucking sus.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's
No, But
super
it was
fucking
fun.
sus.
Cal Camp was fun because BC students fucked around. I didn't.
Yeah, they didn't do
I
shit.
literally just try to do books, do like the first 10 questions. So then if he ever comes down we had an exclusive cabin, like a small cabin. That's pretty chill.
AB and then BC.
Yeah, and then he's like at one moment he's like BC study, and then and 1 hour go to the AC cabins and help them study.
Yeah.
And I remember that's when I went to yours.
And I was like, Hector, what's up? And then we just talked and dicked around the entire time.
Yeah.
You know how much I learned there? Nothing. Nothing at all. You know what I did during the AP test? I looked through the questions. I just put my head down and went to sleep. Straight
No,
up.
but we usually did like 10 or 20 and put in a notebook. So then when he comes to check how's our progress.
I did 0.
Yeah.
I mean, I had some notes, but I don't know. It was just not clicking for me. Like, no matter how hard. Oh, what was his name? The black guy, short one.
Was it Wilson?
Teacher? Yeah, Mr. Wilson.
Wasn't the best calc teacher.
That's the
Which is
thing.
weird,
I
'cause he-
tried paying attention. Like, I was like, and I took notes. I did the after school shit. It wouldn't click. It just would not click. Like, I always had that moment in like geometry, like a squared, b squared, c squared, where I was like, oh. And in trig, I got a D in that class, and yet I still got into fucking calc. I don't know how.
For me, it was easier because physics. Mr. Laterman. Because we took physics. There's regular physics and there's AP physics. But
regular physics.
uses actual derivatives and anti-derivatives. Right? How do you get to velocity to acceleration?
The speed force, Hector.
And then how do you get to acceleration to velocity to distance? Because
The stop signs.
Yeah.
Come on.
But it was because because they'll give you an equation, and then one of the questions is explain why this makes sense. Because fucking acceleration is mass squared, mass whatever.
Or it's like solve the. Tell me why someone would slow down, and you're like, because of friction. And he's like, show your work, and you write no. Chad.
Dude, you just draw the Chad face.
No.
Because remember, A equals something.
What?
A equals something. Acceleration,
I can't hear.
acceleration equals something. And,
Yeah,
but then
whatever.
you have to get to the units. Like, they want you to just show your work through units, right? Because acceleration is mass over acceleration squared, something like that. But how do you get to acceleration?
Welcome to
squared?
this after school special. Right now starting Bill
I'm
Nye the
sorry.
Science Guy.
But I think that's the thing. I just forgot about it. But obviously, if I come back, it'll probably come back to me. But it's just, it's like we did this.
I haven't taken a math class in like 9 years. Dude.
Yeah.
And then me and Andres get to statistics at Cal State LA.
Oh, statistics
shit
at Cal State LA was a bop.
There's some good professors, like obviously good professors, and I feel bad for them because literally professors. There's young professors who are like, "Hey, let's do this. I'm teaching class. I study my ass off to get this fucking professor job. You know, like I have an MA." And then everyone there's some students who just don't give a fuck. You know, some beaners coming in.
Or the Chinese students that just bought their way in.
Yeah.
And they just cheat the entire time.
They don't even cheat. They're like just this. I did this in 6th grade. And like,
No, dude,
Some of
they
them are
all
geniuses.
all of them fucking cheated in my classes. I swear to God, they would always sit in the back,
together
and then
talking
you'd hear
together.
them. You hear them, and they'd be like, "No talking," and then
And they still keep on
and
talking.
then-
They
yeah,
don't speak English. And their
exactly.
excuse
So
would be
it's
like,
like
"Oh,
whispers."
I'm sorry, I don't understand." You know?
yeah, and they're like, he was just reading to me the problem, but like always
And then the teacher
fucking
can't.
googling.
The teacher
their
want to
phones
say
and
anything
shit.
because they're like, "What if they think I'm racist?" And then
Or the endowment, they're gonna lose their endowment.
Yeah. But
Donors.
aside from that, there's some good professors. And
You loved the history professor.
well,
Hector
oh, no.
loved her. He was in love with her the day she walked in.
That first day was horrible.
Oh, when we had Luis and Aaron. Oh my God.
Because Lisa were like, He was making he made the
Just
villager
making noise.
sound, and I'm like,
Yeah.
the first 3 times I'm like, these fucking fools. And then
the fourth, and then I started.
and
And
the
then
guy in
in
front of
the
us,
front who knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So we were sitting there because it's the first day of class. No one knows anyone's names, right? And teacher just passes around a sheet saying, "Write down your name here, so I know you
the
checked in."
syllabus,
Yeah, because maybe someone hasn't checked in the class yet, or they're not on the roster, right?
Who wants
So-
to drop the class?
Exactly.
Yeah, the first
And
two.
so Luis is sitting on the other side, and he starts going, which is like the villager sound. And then I'm on the other side, and then he's like, and then like as she's saying something, it's not just random. Like she's going, and that's how this happened, and he'd go, and then I started doing it. I'm like, like as if we're agreeing along.
the guy with the guy's reaction. He's like,
I know.
and I'm like, and then it was really, first it was hot because there's not this. It was hot that day, and then I was trying to just not laugh, but I couldn't.
You were sitting there going,
I got so red. I was like sweating. And I'm like sucking under. Shut
like,
the
"Shut
fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
And I can't suck. It was like,
yeah, he can't punch me loudly. Honestly, it's like fall over. But yeah, that was pretty funny.
I was like, fuck.
And then you I don't know. Did you like the second history teacher we had? The guy.
More concrete. I liked his
He
argument.
pushed us.
He pushed
He
us.
pushed us.
So he's like,
That
next
was
time
cool.
when you make a actual like, some of you guys got it, some of you guys didn't. But when you make concrete argument, make it like this, and that's
Yeah.
how I improved my critical thinking in my argument.
I couldn't just bullshit through his class. Tell you that much.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, this guy acts this. He makes good points.
He's like,
well, if you read up to
tell me.
here, you know,
Mhm.
because we didn't. He obviously.
He
actually-
knew when we didn't know
He
anything,
knew the book like back and forth.
Yeah.
There's no way around him.
and it wasn't his own book either.
Yeah. He's like, look, I'm not trying to bullshit anyone.
Mhm.
Do you remember that one, one?
The autistic guy in the
and he was
front.
like the smart guy. He was like the guy.
He was a savant. Rain Man.
Because he was like super far right or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The professor still gave him full credit because he had a concrete argument.
Mhm.
That's how unbiased our professors was.
Yeah.
Even though he was totally wrong.
Well, I wouldn't say totally wrong, but the thing is, as long as you write the argument correctly, that's
correctly.
what he's looking
That's
for.
what he's looking for.
He's like, you provided evidence, you cited it, you told me this makes sense because of
You
this, and
analyzed
here's
it
your
for
train
me,
of thought.
yeah.
Yeah, he can clearly see your train of thought.
I
It's not just like Hitler was good because He just was, and he was powerful,
The-
and he
the
brought up
economy
Germany.
was good.
It's like,
It was
you-
good because the economy was good.
Yeah,
and it was proof because everyone was happy. I'm like,
yeah. But I mean, obviously more in depth than that. But yeah, no, I remember my stats teacher in Marymount when I went for one semester, and it cost me $5,000. And that was after everything. That was after I got like $10,000 from the grant. I got like 3,000 from FAFSA, and I got 4,000 from the Eagle Scout thing, right? And I still was like missing 5,000. So, point is, in stats, it was such a good school though. I wish I could have gone and gone there the entire time. Honestly, if I could go back, I would do that again because there was like 13 people classes, and the teacher was like, "I know your name," and then my English teacher, he was like, "I really like your writing in this," and I was like, "Yes, my writing actually shines." But point is, in stats class, right? He goes, he's asking questions, like basic questions, and everyone's like, he's like, "So how many of you guys actually read the chapter this morning?" And I'm like, and I didn't read it. And I'm looking around like, oh, fuck, no one else is. I hope you didn't ask me anything. He's like, okay, so one person. Okay, so I guess we'll have class next time when you all actually read. And then he just closed his thing and just walked out. We were like, and all I thought was, I gotta go play League now.
Yeah, because you're
Because I just play on my fucking laptop.
League still like
Yeah. I mean, I've been playing it again, but it's like, yeah, I was literally every waking moment I would play when I was at the school.
The stats professor in Cal State LA was like simple. He's like, no, he didn't. He was like, well, what do you think? He was like,
Middle Eastern, right?
Middle Eastern. He had a Middle Eastern accent. And
Mhm.
he's like, but he taught. He's like the base. This is the basic statistics. He's like, first off, don't worry about who I am. We're just gonna go along to the lessons because there's a lot to cover.
Don't learn my name. Learn the lessons.
But he's like, you come or not, you get points for attendance, but I'm not very anal. But like he's like, and here's my syllabus is 1 page. You know, good professors like that, 1 page syllabus. You know, and I'll tell you, I'm really like I'm good at communication. I'll tell you if class is canceled. I'll tell you if an assignment's been moved or it's canceled, right? And then when we do a test, I'll always go over it before and like
And then his tests were exactly like the study guides.
Exactly.
That was
yeah,
the best part.
Yeah, the study he gave a study, not even a study guide. He's like, this is your assignment, but it's only 2 questions, but the questions take 5 minutes to answer. So,
Mm-hmm. Good times.
easy. Like this is. Like, have you ever wondered how can you get concrete statistics? You know, here's the equation. What's a good focus group? Like, what is a focus group? When I was at, what's a good population? All that shit. And I'm like, I remember that class being so easy.
Easy.
Cause I don't know. He's like, I'm like, this is what I want, you know. But everyone, I was like, I just don't understand it. When I sat next to other people who were like seniors, they're like, oh, I'm about to graduate this year. I just need to take this class. And I was like, what the? He literally, the answer's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just don't get it. But he did.
Like Gio was in my stats class and he didn't understand it.
Oh, but it's Gio though.
Yeah, that's true.
All his effort went onto sports. He was a really good basketball player.
Yeah. All this school talk had Edward astral projecting just now. I think the last 30 minutes he's been outside of his body.
Edward PTSD. Like, how do you? Edward, no matter how much I drink, I can't forget. That so sucks.
9/11.
Can never
forget.
Never forget where I lived.
I don't know what was going on for like the last like half hour.
I know Edward hadn't said a word in the last half hour. He was just disassociating slower and slower. He was just,
We went to college together. Why aren't we starting something big? This podcast got me.
This is the big thing. Okay.
Exactly.
This is the fruitation of our.
This is the fruits of our labor.
Exactly.
This is Broke Till Friday.
Seize the means of production.
Edward didn't talk. Edward. Oh, we need a segment.
No, he said his part. He said season means production. That's what we got. Commies.
Communism.
Thank you.
That's my job every episode.
Contribution.
No, this episode's dedicated to school.
No.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.